Subscribe to my channel Making Impossible and press the bell icon so that you don't miss any one of my upcoming videos.
Yo, what's up friends, I'm Sholazari and welcome back to Making Impossible, the channel that teaches you how to make the impossible and be the smartest person in the room. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you a really cool card flourish. Actually, I'm going to be showing you two versions of this flourish. The first one will be the shorter way in which you don't have to do the full flourish, and the second one would be the complete way of doing the full card flourish in order to turn over the top card. And it's a really cool way, a fancy method of turning over the top card. A lot of you might know this because this has been done by a lot of magicians and a lot of card flourishers, and it's a very common move. But a lot of you might not know how to do this because there are no tutorials, there are no good tutorials on this flourish. So today I'm gonna be making a tutorial on this flourish and with two variations of the flourish. So without any further ado, let's start our today's video.
This week's Instagram feature goes to Rahul Goswami. Follow him on Instagram, link is given in the video description. I'll feature one lucky Instagram user every Monday in my Smack That Monday episodes. If you want your Instagram profile or page to be featured in my next Smack That Monday episode, follow the simple steps that are given in the video description. So now, let's continue.
Okay guys, these are the two flourishes that I'm going to teach you for turning over the top card. The first one is the shortest one, the shorter one, and it looks like this. You turn over the top card and you twirl it onto the other hand, and then you can use your other hand just to turn it back onto the top. And this is the first one, and the second one doesn't use your other hand, it uses just one hand, and you can just do like this in order to turn over the top card, and again you can do like this in order to turn over the top card back face down. And this is how the two flourishes looks like. And if you want to see this one more time, this is how it looks like, the first one and the second one, right? So let's see how you can do this card flourishes. Okay guys, this is how the flourishes are done. Now this is the tutorial for the first one, then we are going to move on to the second one, because after learning the first one you will be able to do the second one. So at first, the first flourish that you're going to learn is the shortest flourish, and for both of these flourishes your right hand is actually not needed. This is needed just to make the flourish short. So for that reason you're going to use your right hand in the first flourish in order to just grab the card, okay? Nothing else. So what you're going to do is, at first you're going to hold the deck of cards in your hand, in the hand that you actually use to hold a deck of cards. And if you're just I'm left-handed while holding the deck of cards, so if you are right-handed while holding the deck of cards, just mirror my video. So at first hold the deck of cards in this grip, the mechanic's grip or the dealer's grip, in which you have the thumb over here, index finger over here, and the other three fingers over here. Now what you're going to do is, at this point you're just going to use your thumb to push the top card outside, just like this, okay? You're just going to push the top card a little bit outside, and while doing that you're just going to move your index finger out of the way. Now you're going to do like that. Now this is the first step. Now what you're going to do after that is, you're just going to put the thumb back over here, and then you're just going to pull down this point of the card with your index finger's tip, and you have the thumb over here which is clipping onto the side of the card, and the ring finger which is tightly clipping onto this side of the card, and you're just going to pull the card while these two fingers are clipping onto the card from both the sides. So you're just going to pull this down, and after that what you're going to do is, you're just going to let these two fingers go, let the thumb and your ring finger go, and as you do that the card will actually pop up just like this. As you can see, the card will pop up, and what you need to do is, after the card pops up, you're just going to pull that card down to the bottom of the deck from here to here. So ultimately, after pushing the card, you're just going to pull it down to the bottom of the deck, right? You're not going to wait like this as I did, like this, then you're going to do like this, not like this, okay? You're not going to do that like that way. What you're going to do is, you're just going to take this card directly to the bottom of the deck, just like this, with a flick, so that it just goes to the bottom of the deck. And then what you're going to do is pretty simple. You're just going to use your index finger, which is right now on the bottom of this top card, which has turned over this side. So the card is over here and the index finger is right over here. You're just going to use your index finger to push this card towards this side, and as you do that, what will happen is this finger is right in the way of the card. Okay, as you can see over here, this finger is at this position. So if you push the index finger outside, you can see that the card will turn this side, right? Then what you're going to do is, since your middle finger is over here, you're just going to stretch the middle finger out on the card just like this, and you're just going to clip the card with your index finger and your middle finger, and the card will automatically pop out. So from the first, you're just going to do like this, then you're going to push the card to the side using your index finger, and then you're just going to clip the card with your index finger and your middle finger. And this is the first one. And after that, what you're going to do is you're just going to turn this hand like this, and as you turn this hand like this, you're just going to grab this card over here with the other hand, and that is how the first flourish is completed. So one more time in slow motion. First you're going to out jog the card just like this, then you're just going to pop the card to the bottom of the deck, push it to the side, clip it with your index finger and your middle finger, turn this hand over and grab the card. Now if you are going to do this in a full speed, it would look just like this. Okay, now while doing it in full speed, the actual point of time when you're going to turn your hand over is this point. You're going to do like this, then as you're going to just clip the card, at that point of time you're going to start turning your hand over. Okay, so you're just going to turn your hand like this. As you clip the card, you also turn your hand over. So these two movements will happen simultaneously, and if these two movements happen simultaneously, then it will look very beautiful, like a really nice card flourish. And after turning it like this, you're just going to grab it with your other hand. Now this is the first part of the flourish. Now the second part of the flourish, that is the full flourish, is actually the same of the first flourish. It is almost the same up to the point where you are actually clipping out the card with your middle finger and your index finger. So just do this move, just clip this card out, and then what you're going to do is you're just going to bend your index finger and your middle finger just to bring the card to the top, and as it comes over here, use your thumb just to grab the card to the top of the deck, and then put your index finger back over here and leave the entire deck. And as you do that, what happens is this card lands over here and it automatically gets squared with the rest of the deck, just like this. So if you look at this flourish, it will look like this in slow motion, but in fast motion it will look like this. Now again, in this flourish, you need to turn your hand like this, you need to turn your wrist like this, so that you can make this a really cool card flourish. And you're going to turn your wrist at the same point of time as you did in the first flourish, which is this point. Then you're going to clip it and you're going to turn it at the same point, just like this. And then while you're taking the card back up to the top of the deck, what you're going to do is you're just going to turn your wrist back this side while you're taking the card back from here to the top of the deck, right? So if I do this in slow motion, this will be the hand movement, just like this. Because in slow motion you can't do it very fluently, the card will tend to fall out of your fingers, but still I'm going to try to show you this in the slow motion. First this, turn your hand and clip the card, again turn your hand back while taking the card back to the top of the deck. So if you do this in full speed, it will look like this, just like that. And again, if you want to turn this card back face down to the top, it is very easy to do, because you're actually in the position of turning that card back again. Now if you see that after doing the flourish just like this with one hand, the card is remaining out jogged. You can again just use your index finger to pull down the card and turn it back onto the top of the deck. But if you don't want to do that, you can also take this card and keep it faced up on the top of the deck and use your thumb just to pull the card this side, and you can turn the other deck over and just slide the card from the top to the bottom of the deck. So if the card is over here, it will just slide through the side and go to the bottom just like this. So you can also do like this. In slow motion, it would look just like this. Sorry, one more time. In slow motion, it will look just like this. Now, there are a few things that are very important for this flourish, and one of those things are turning your hand at the perfect time, because if you don't turn your hand at the perfect time, the card will just flicker around like this. Sorry, what is happening? The card will just flicker around like this. Okay, and I know that that is not pretty good sight, right? Because that is not very beautiful. If you just keep on doing like this, it doesn't look impressive. If you turn your wrist while doing the card flourish, it looks impressive, because at that point of time it looks like that the card is spinning a lot more than it actually spins. So if you differentiate between the first performance and the second performance, in which you don't turn the hand, you just turn the card over just like this, and in the second performance, in which you turn your wrist also for turning over the card, you will see that in the first one you will have less rotation of the card, less flickering of the card, and that is not very beautiful. But in the second one, in which you turn your wrist, you can see that the card is actually flickering a lot more, right? Now this is similar to the one card twirl or the flicker move, on which I have made a tutorial, but that is a tutorial on just one card. And this is the flicker move, which you can do with the top card on the deck, and you can just use that flicker move to turn over the top card. And that is how this flourish is done, and that is how you're going to turn over the top card. Now this flourish can be used for just show off performances, or just you can just say you can use in card magic while turning over the top card. For example, let's say you're going to just take this card, 6 of hearts. Actually you did a double lift. You take these two cards and turn it as one. The spectator will think that you're putting the 6 of hearts over here. You put that card over here, snap your fingers and turn this card over just like this, and the spectators will be amazed, because you're not using your other hand for doing this trick. So what you're going to do is, at this point you're just going to do a double lift and tell to your spectators that this is the 5 of hearts, which you're going to put in the center, and you're just going to control that card with one hand, and then just snap your finger and just do the top card twirl on the top of the deck. Okay, just do that top card turnover move, whatever it is, I don't know the name, but this is the move. So that is how this move looks like, and it is very beautiful. You can use it for flourishes, tricks, whatever you want to use it for. Just make sure you practice this move, because this move isn't easy, and it actually took for me like a whole month for getting this move perfectly done onto my fingers, you know, getting the muscle memory of this move. So that's it for the tutorial. So I hope you enjoyed learning this amazing card turnover technique, which is a very good flourish. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you did so, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram at @Shol_Zari. Also, if you have any questions, you can use the comment section for that, and don't forget to subscribe to my other channel, which is a pretty savage channel. I post funny videos over there, so make sure you subscribe to that channel, and the link to that channel will be given in the description box as well as in the cards. And don't forget to smash the subscribe button of this channel if you're not a subscriber yet, and turn on the post notifications so that you don't miss my upcoming videos and my future Smack That Monday episodes. Peace!